Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, again here also not too much movement, but it may be starting already to push higher here, and we're going to take a look at that in a minute. Bitcoin, really two key things I'm looking at here. There's two possible scenarios that I find likely. So generally it is looking like at the moment that we are here back in an uptrend. Yeah. We have seen here a wave 1 to the upside. We have seen a wave 2 to the downside in purple. Wave 1, impulsive move up. Wave 2, corrective move down. Wave 3, impulsive move up. So that means we could, with a realistic chance, have seen the low here at 17,500. That is in no way guaranteed yet. It is, if it is an uptrend, it is very early in an uptrend, and to get further confirmation, I've said very clearly in previous videos, we need to get above this resistance zone, above 23 to 23.3k. Someone asked me how I can already talk about rising prices, given that we are not in an uptrend yet. Well, we are certainly in a short-term uptrend here, but we haven't broken this resistance level, and that is the key point where we need to get above. But also, and that is very, very clearly and very important to understand, the Elliott Wave method works different to what, let's say, usual trend analysis works like. The Elliott Wave method has specialized in forecasting trend reversals. Therefore, with this method, you can forecast trend reversals probably better than with any other method. That is why I already talk about the possible uptrend here that is emerging, because we can see the first of all, the trend down. Technically, the requirements for this move down, which did lead all the way up, all the way down to 17.5k, all these requirements have been fulfilled. We could all count all these waves as complete, and now we even can count 5 waves up, 3 waves down, and again 5 waves up, 3 waves down. The more often this happens, that we can count 5 waves up, 3 waves down, it just indicates and confirms that we are in an uptrend and that we indeed might be working on a bigger breakout here. Yeah, but again, this resistance is still alive here and still intact. So we need to take it out. We need to take this resistance level out between 23 and 23.3k. This is very important. Therefore, we are working on that at the moment. But there are really 2 scenarios I'm looking at here. One scenario is that this wave 2 isn't finished. The other scenario is that this wave 2 isn't finished. So these 2 scenarios are currently what we're looking at. So which scenario are we in? I don't know yet. It depends on how far we come down now in a wave 2, because it could be this wave 2 which will not come down that far, or it will be this wave 2 which will probably go into this yellow target area here. This is what I don't know. For me, as I said in the previous video, primarily, yeah, it was the second, we are in the second scenario here, that, oops, take that out, that we are here in this scenario where we have the smaller wave 2 still to complete, and that the purple wave 2 is already complete. Because if the purple wave 2 isn't complete, all of the move that we've seen here, yeah, from that wave 1 in purple, yeah, to the downside was just a wave A. Then we moved up in a larger wave B, coming down once more in a wave C, which will complete the purple wave 2, after which we would then start to go up and take that resistance area out that you can see here on the chart in red, between 21.36 and 21.7k. Yeah, but this, in my opinion, has happened already. It would only be my second scenario if we really come down lower than expected, which means we would then have to come down below 19.75k, because it would invalidate this impulse to the upside. At the moment though, yeah, it could even be, even if we are in this scenario and we look at, okay, purple wave 2 already finished, yeah, we are now in this scenario that we had another impulsive wave up, wave 1 here, we are now in this wave 2. It could be this wave 2 has already been finished. Yeah, and what makes me think this could be the case is 2 things. One is that we came down here quite strongly, obviously, found support, and broke that descending trend line to the upside and found our way back into this resistance zone. And it now depends on if we are retesting this. It could be on a very small scale that you can understand this as a bull flag, a small bullish flag, and this is what probably the next hours will bring, or the next hour maybe already, that will show us, will this 21.36 level be tested for support, and can we move up from here? A move above the wave B high, that is the important level now, at 21.86k. That will, in my opinion, dismiss any further downside in this scenario and will lead to rising prices. First of all, if we get above the wave B high, we've broken through the resistance level and we've taken out the wave B high, which usually would suggest that the correction here of wave 2 is indeed over and we are already in wave 3 to the upside. So there's two things here. We broke out of that sort of descending wedge, which generally is a bullish pattern, as I indicated in the last video. And it could be that we have already seen here wave 2 to the downside. So that is something that we need to be aware of, and that we might already be here in wave 3 to the upside, which should take us here into the other resistance area. So a move above wave B could take us all the way to 23k in a pretty fast move, in my opinion. Because there isn't a lot of resistance here. It is this resistance area where we've been really struggling with over the weekend, and if we break above it, hold it, then we'll probably move to the next resistance area. And from here then we need to break out again, that is above 23.3k, and we can then move to the target here for the wave 3 in purple, of which we only are currently here in the subwaves 1, 2 and 3. There will be another 4 and a 5 to the upside. That 5 will complete wave 3 in purple. That target is around 26.5k at the moment. Okay, so this is what we're looking at the moment on the Bitcoin chart. Only really if we go below the 17.5k level again, then obviously we have to go back to the bearish wave count. For now, because we can, I'm focusing more on the bullish wave count. First of all, because we have counted the impulse down as complete. My scenario has been fulfilled for this correction, the scenario we've been tracking for pretty much 6 to 7 months. And now we see a first impulse to the upside emerging, which, why not follow it? And this is currently where we are. Again, not too much movement, but it is definitely worth observing currently what is happening here on the chart. Given that we broke out of the wedge to the upside, seem to be holding this here at the moment. And from here we could start to move up higher. I mean, it's coming down quite strongly for now, but you could call this still a bull flag for now. Depends on how this now carries on and what sort of the retracement level of this move up will be from the low. Currently, shouldn't go below. Ideally, in this move down, you don't want to ideally go below 21.29k, and in the worst case, not below 21.2k. Otherwise, it will probably be a bit too comes down too low. All the way up, all the way to the 50% retracement of this move up is probably rather bullish. But if we go below that, then it probably indicates that then we're back in the wedge anyway. Then we didn't hold support. Okay. So that's what I'm looking at here for Bitcoin. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.